gifted young man. Who do we have with us today, Robert
We
Earl?
have a young man who is taking the industry by storm. He is a singer, a songwriter. He's doing it all for the kingdom.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Welcome Wake Up Morning Show, Mr. Josh Howard. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Now, did you say Josh or John?
John,
Okay, I was like sitting up there, like he might look like a Josh,
he's
but
John.
I think that's John.
John Howard.
Yeah, yeah. John Howard, how are you doing this morning?
Doing good, man. Glad to be here this morning. God bless you, fellas.
Man, I'm just gonna get straight to the point.
Where you from?
How you gonna just jump on? I'm trying to get to the point.
Because I knew you was going to say that.
No, that's not what I was gonna ask.
Oh, you normally do. That's
But-
normally the
but-
first one.
Okay, but you know what I was gonna ask?
What?
Are your back pads that you have on your wall? Are those from Amazon?
I don't know. This is I don't know where they come from. My boy put them up for me in my studio. They come from somewhere.
I was looking for some of them, and I said, wait a minute, that looked like an Amazon buy. Because Amazon for most of us in the industry is our friend because we can order it and wait for it to come real quickly, especially if you got Prime.
Yeah. It's probably we probably ordered from Amazon. It's been some years ago. I forgot exactly where we got them from. Though.
Okay, because I had some black ones like that.
I
And
remember
I'm like,
black ones.
I said they look familiar.
Oh man, I might have to switch it up. Black is like one of my favorite colors, man.
Mine too.
You get me an idea, man. I might have to follow after your footstep.
Right.
Well, I don't know now, because I just want to make sure you got a black job.
Don't start
I
that
ain't figured
today.
out what black job yet was, man. We still trying to figure that out since that interview. He said black job, so
Yeah.
I ain't figured that one out. Yeah.
Well, man. Now that we got the fun stuff
Right.
stuff over with, who you be? Where you from? Who your people is?
Oh man, John Howard. I'm from the SIP. I'm from Mississippi, man. I'm from the Delta, Clarksdale, Mississippi. Yeah, we deep in the South, man. That's where I'm from.
We just had.
You heard of Clarksdale, man?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Y'all some California boys. Y'all ever heard of Clarksdale?
I was just talking to somebody at church yesterday, and they
Mhm.
said that they were from Mississippi, and they said Clarksdale, and I can't remember.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it
Yeah.
was, but we were talking about Jerry Mannery from Malaco
Yeah.
in Mississippi, Mass. He was our interview Friday.
Okay. Good deal. Good
So-
deal. I went to Jackson State. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar with.
So
I went
one
to
of-
Pine Bluff.
Say it again.
I went to University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We were in the SWAC together.
Man, that's all right. That's cool. That's one of the. That's all right. It's not Jackson State, but it'll do. It's
It'll
all
do.
right.
Well, my godmother was an alumni from Jackson State. One of my godmothers, and I just, brother, I've been trying to get past Mississippi, and I want you to know, ever since I saw Mississippi burning,
Come on.
Oh, wow.
man, when they say we got to go through Mississippi, I say turn it around. I'm not going through no Mississippi.
It's not that bad.
I'm trying to tell you. So I just got to jump on in and just ask you the question. Has things changed? Because, I have not been to Mississippi as of yet because, I got a mouth on me. And I don't want to have no Mississippi burning my way.
No, man, it's good here, man. You must, like Jesus said, he must need go through Samaria. You must need go through Mississippi, man. It ain't bad. It's the South, but God blesses in the city and in the field. We just
Correct.
happen to be in the field, brother.
That's right.
all.
Okay, because, I'm going to be like I do when I go down to Mexico. I got to have me a Latino brother or sister with me, hopefully 2 or 3 of them
Interpretation.
that can speak well and got some connection. So when I come to Mississippi, I'm going to call you up, to be my personal tour guide because I for what I hear, you got Mississippi street cred.
Yeah, holler at me, man. I pastor in the city, the first black city in America that was started by black people, Mount Bayou, Mississippi. So yeah, I pastor in the city that the first one started by black people in all of America. So
Wow.
yeah, holler at me.
You see what I'm saying? See, that's
historic.
That's street cred because that means he got a congregation. So if anything go down, we got congregations in the field and in the city.
Yeah.
Woo! I feel safer already.
That's what's up, man.
So
It's all good.
so tell me this, as from one preacher to another,
Uh-huh.
after if I come down and I preach a real good message, I
Mhm.
mean one of those the heavens open up and pour out everybody a blessing and this and the sister that's supposed to sing after me, this is under the anointing. What type of meal do I get
I knew you was gonna talk about some food.
after that great sermon? I done sweated about 20 pounds off because it's hot. What
The
kind of meal?
mosquitoes then bit you.
Yeah, what type of meal do I
But
get?
see, Mississippi, we're gonna do some fried catfish for you here, man.
Oh,
Oh,
shababa.
we love
Yeah,
catfish.
fried catfish, some spaghetti, some homemade cornbread, some greens,
Hmm.
uh, and some good sweet tea, man. We'll hook you up here.
Man, the
We got
Lord is speaking life to you. Speaking life.
yeah, we passed by Catfish Pond, going to church and all that kind of stuff. So
Really.
man, we good here. We
So so
good.
so tell me this. Growing up in, and I won't say a rural area, but where there
Yeah.
is, farms and things of that nature. How have you navigated the industry, being that the industry has become so complicated and convoluted?
Oh, you said how have I navigated?
Yeah.
I'm trying to navigate it. It is a ongoing process, but it's just the main thing for me is the passion. If I didn't have the passion and the call, I would have given it up.
Hmm.
It's the passion. I tried to give it up some years ago, and almost like Jeremiah, I just couldn't. I'm a songwriter. God keeps giving me song, keeps
Hmm.
giving me messages through song, and so it's a calling. It's not a hustle. It is
Hmm.
definitely a calling, and so that is why I still do what I do.
Did you grow up as a child in the church singing? Most of them started playing drums. That's the story we get. The
Oh,
playing of the drums, and then it went to something else.
oh yeah, well, yeah. My dad was pastor. I feel like I was born on a pew. A slow week was four services: Sunday night, Tuesday, Friday. That's a slow week. That's what we had every week. So of course I started off singing. Actually, I started singing before I can remember. Only reason I know I was singing because they took pictures, and I'm little. The mic almost bigger than me.
Wow.
Then started playing the drums. And then when my brother was going off to college, my father, who was a pastor, he walked in and he said, "You're gonna learn how to play the piano." He said, he made me. He said, "You're gonna play the piano. I got something for you."
So you took
So it was,
lessons?
say it
You
again.
took lessons?
Uh, well, church lessons. My cousin Fred Walker, awesome musician. So I went to his house every Monday, Monday evening, and just started to play. And I just fell in love with it, and I've been playing ever since. And as soon as I start playing, I start writing as well. And so I believe that is the reason that God let my daddy to tell me to play, because I had been singing, but just to when I started playing, that's when the gift of writing. I knew that I had the gift to write.
Now let
Yeah.
me ask you about this rumor I heard, and
You got a rumor today too?
I'm gonna deal with the rumor, and
Yeah.
you can tell me if it's true or not. Rumor has it
Okay.
that on those Mondays you was going to your cousin's house. You,
Uh
you
huh.
you started off like, man, you got to show me something because Daddy expected this, and if you don't get it, it's gonna be bad for
When
me.
I get
I
home.
need to know. I need to know some chords,
Right.
brother. I mean,
Some quick chords.
was there a time when you first started off that you had to plead the blood because you didn't want Daddy to get upset?
Man, you a mess starter, man. That is so funny,
Yeah,
man.
he is that.
Definitely, it was some pressure at first. It started off with pressure, and then it became very, it's like, wow, it became a passion. It started off as pressure and became a passion. But yeah, it was definitely some quicker heartbeats. Uh, the heart rate went up some, but after a while, I just found out that this is who I am. He knew something that I didn't know.
Right.
So thank God for that.
What
So you know what he's saying. The pressure turned from pressure
pressure
to
to
make
praise?
to make him a diamond.
Right.
See, he was
Right.
just a coal, but
Right.
Daddy saw the diamond
Right.
that was in him. Oh, Daddy is
But
prophetic.
what I
I like
love
it.
from that era is how we
Mhm.
use children in our church to develop them.
Yeah.
Nowadays, all these musicians are for hire, so there's
Mhm.
no there's no connection to the church because they're just there for a paycheck. Let's talk
Yeah.
about how that is.
Oh wow, that is so true. The I think, to be honest, the dynamics, and people are way more sensitive now. I don't know if y'all
Yes, that's everywhere.
people. So the pressure that you put on, you have to be careful. Almost, it's like because people crack so easy that sometimes you just have to bring some. That's not the case for me. My all of my kids, they're not in music, but they're in media. So they gonna do something in church. So they don't have a choice in that matter. I make that choice until they get grown. Then
That's
they can
right.
choose.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on, hold
just
on, Daddy.
Mississippi,
Hold on,
huh?
Daddy. I know you're in Mississippi, but let me ask you a question, Daddy.
Huh?
First of all, Daddy, give us a little bit of background. Children, wife. You're a family man. Tell us everybody and give us the ages, because somebody might be listening and saying, okay, they say they don't have a choice because they ain't grown yet. But if you say that you got a 30-year-old son, then we don't have to, But
Uh, nah, well, I mean, I know guys know some of the background. They lost their mother. I lost my wife last year, this
mm,
month, August of last year,
wow,
Wow.
uh, 17th of last year. So I lost my wife last year. My children are
our
my oldest.
condolences, brother. We didn't know that.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
we
We
didn't know
yeah.
didn't.
that.
Oh wow. Well. So that is. So can we stay right there then?
Yes.
Yes, stay
Come
right
on,
there.
preacher. Stay right there.
Let's stay right there. So August 17th is when I lost my wife, and so it was sudden. She had a kidney transplant 12 years before she passed,
Hmm.
um, and she's been, her numbers were not the best, but she wasn't. If you saw her, she didn't look sick at all. So it was all of a sudden um, passing, and so it was a great loss to me and the
Jesus.
kids, of course. Um, and so that is that is actually Doc, that is actually how this song came to be. Uh,
Yes.
this song was birthed out of me losing my wife.
Hmm.
Uh, lost my wife. We talked about preaching, and I didn't feel like a preacher. I didn't feel like a singer, songwriter.
Hmm.
I was just a man in the world.
Hmm.
Jesus.
Um, we have been married for 22 years.
Mm.
Uh,
Wow.
so we have been married all of my adult life. A year and a half after we graduated from Jackson State, we got married. So I didn't know adulthood without her.
Wow.
Uh, so, um, so I was just a man in the world. So you couldn't ask me. I wasn't playing no piano. I wasn't writing no songs. I wasn't. I couldn't pray anything but God help me. Those are the only three words I can get out. So,
Jesus.
Hmm.
so during that time, I was at a total loss, and so and the children, so they saw dad crying and all, just uh but about later a month later, I was sitting at the piano, and God began to sing to me the words of this song, Trouble. He began to tell me, trouble brings me close. That's why it was written in the first person. Got to make sure that you know that I'm still God.
Yes.
Hmm.
He literally sang that to me. I don't feel like I wrote it. He sang it to me. I was sitting on the piano for, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour. I don't know how long I was sitting here just crying and listening to God sing me this melody. And that's how this song was birthed. And I began to stir it up and just tweak it and make it, a full song. But God definitely sang this to me for that pain,
Hmm.
because trouble like that makes you question a lot of things.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
And God, that was just God reminder that I don't care what happens. He goes back to Psalm 46. God is my refuge and strength. He is a
Yes.
very present help
That time
in
of
the
trouble.
time of trouble.
Come on,
And
preacher.
you can't convince me otherwise. Now, there's nothing you can tell me that to convince me that God is not a waymaker, that God is not my friend.
Yes.
Hmm.
And so this song was birthed out of that pain.
So, you know, this real conversation. Um, you're writing this amazing song out of your pain.
Jesus.
Um, how have you helped your children make the transition, or how have they helped you make the transition? And how are you all doing today?
So it's still an ongoing process. One thing I found out about grief, grief will sneak up on you when you least expect it. You
Yeah.
can
Yes,
be
sir.
doing well,
Yes, sir.
and grief will just say, "Hey, I'm here today,"
Yep.
and have to make space for it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Um, so that's one thing. So having conversations, uh, therapy, all of that. And so we are definitely closer now than we've ever been, as dad and kids, because, with mom, I'm the one to take care of everything and do this and do this. But everything really filters through mom first. So you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Hmm.
talk, children gonna talk to mama first,
Hmm.
and they'll give me the highlights. So
Hmm.
just to give you paint a picture, have us. They come home from school. I might pick them up from school. How you doing? How was school? Good. It was great. And then 2, 3 hours later, the mom will come in and tell me what actually happened at school
Hmm.
because they didn't tell me. They told her.
Hmm.
Right.
And so just we are closer now because they have to, they got to lean on dad more.
Yes.
And so our relationship is much closer. I value moments so much more now. I
Mm-hmm.
realize that moments are the most priceless things that we have
Yes, sir.
with our loved ones. So I try to convince people to love now, live now, forgive now, say it now, because these moments are really the most precious things. The moments we have are far more valuable than the money that we spend. And so we are closer to answer your question. We
Okay.
are so much closer, and God has shown Himself to be faithful.
Now, I have to say a little joke because
Mhm.
I want to ask a question. You're a singer, you're a writer, you're a whittler,
Man of
and,
God.
and a man of God. And so my question to you is, how have
But
you navigated?
The DMs.
Wait a minute, your DMs and the special.
Dinners.
I know you must be hungry.
Hungry.
So and the
Yes.
kids. So I
Let
done
us bring
brought
something
this over,
by.
Pastor.
Yeah.
How have you managed that in this season? I know it's only been a year, a little bit under a
It don't take
year,
them that long.
but sometimes they become aggressive.
Yes.
How have you been handling that aggressiveness,
Sweet,
especially from the country?
sweet potato pies and stuff.
man, that is so funny. I don't know which way to go with this. I can tell you a story, or I'll tell you this: two things I've been pleading. I've been pleading the blood, and I've been pleading the filth. Uh, so,
Right.
so the thing is, my DM. I told my friends, my voice has never been so amazing until now. It's like people is just like your voice is so. I've been singing my whole life,
Right.
and now all of a sudden my voice is amazing. And
Right.
so I see them and I don't say anything. There's been, I've had a couple, I call aunties that visit the church. One wanted to cook for the whole family, and it's just, and she ended up cooking for the whole church. It's an amazing thing. I ate in my office though because I didn't want nobody to get no ideas, but
uh,
I wasn't gonna let the church miss that blessing.
Amen.
Right. Amen.
So let me ask you this question: of
Uh
your
huh.
of your children, who's the one that's the most protective and give the side eye the quickest?
Oh my God, it's no doubt, not unequivocally, my oldest daughter, Jafia, she's 18. She's going into her second year in college. It is without a doubt, no question. She is, oh my God, she does not want dad to talk to anybody.
Uh huh.
Uh, he has expressed that,
That
so
that
we
is
wo- we work we're working through that right now. It's like, come on now, Phil, you're gonna have to kind of loosen up a little bit. Dad is more than a dad. I say it like that.
and be like this. Kids be like saying, "Now, Dad, that's what we're gonna do. After we all get married and have a few children of our own, and you about 71, if you
Man.
still pressing, then you can have a friend."
The devil is a lie.
Mm, right. Now, what did you go to college for?
I went to college for mathematics. I've been in mathematics education for the last 25 years,
Mhm.
man. Taught school, was a school administrator. I do consulting work right now. So, yeah. So I went to college for math, man. Got my degree in mathematics.
You got to be
Man,
a smart one to do
yeah,
math.
yeah, because we're both in education. I just retired after 39 years, and
Oh, wow.
I'm consulting now. And
Right, for
Robert Earl Dean,
districts.
but we trying to get him to retire. He's at retirement age, but he's still the award winning coach, Hall of Famer coach, and
Oh,
doing
wow.
all these wonderful things. So we understand the education, that how it ties into ministry and things of that
Yes.
nature.
That's what's
Well,
up.
now we're gonna ask about the music and this
Okay.
song. Tell us
Okay.
more about this song, and Robert, I know you got a couple questions.
Where do you see your ministry going? To put the money in and to put the finances behind it. Where do you want to go with your music ministry?
That's a great question. We really right now we're looking at intimate um, intimate concerts, intimate events. I really the name of the record label that we own is Influential Music. We really want to impact people, and so we want music that will start conversations in homes. I really want homes to be healed, Doc. Um, I, I'm a big proponent of really ministry impacting our everyday life.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's what I want. I
Hmm.
want the songs that we sing, the music that we put out, people can really grab hold to it, and it has an impact on their relationship with their spouse, their relationship with their children, and their everyday relationship. I want this thing to get outside of the church walls and begin to affect home life. That is our prayer
That's true
and our hope.
ministry. That's true
Yeah,
ministry.
Now,
that's our hope.
now I'm gonna give you a little tidbit,
Okay.
and the tidbit is what I call virtual touring,
Mm-hmm.
and that is literally setting up a camera and wherever you are, it could be in your home or whatever, and literally advertise. I'm gonna have an intimate session, just like the
Mm,
tiny desk. But everybody can
mm,
create their own tiny desk and call it virtual touring. And then you can
mm,
say, okay, this is going to be for the first 100 that sign up. You're going to be led into this portal, and we're going to have an intimate concert, and you're going to be able to ask questions via texting. Um,
mm,
and as you build your virtual touring, then you can grow it, and then it'll be like, okay, you want to come in, it's going to cost you $1, and
mm,
before you know it, you'll get up to $5, and then you
mm,
get up to $10. But here's the thing about it is, as you begin to build your fan base, you know what I'm saying, and as you begin to get people to fall, they're going to be expecting. And just think about it. Everybody like, what's $1? What's $1? But the thing about
right.
it, if you get 10,000 people that say, here's $1, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's what I call virtual touring. And a lot of people haven't taken advantage of this virtual touring. But when you begin to do that, you literally be able to tour around the world right from your home.
Man, I love that idea. That is because I've done a couple of intimate sets and it's been incredible. But that is um yeah, I'm meeting with part of my team today and I'm bringing that up, Doc.
Yeah,
Man,
Tamla
that
Man did it. Tamla Man
yeah.
did it.
Lots of
Brian
people did
Brian
it.
Courtney Wilson did it.
okay.
Especially when COVID
Yeah,
was at its height.
yeah. And there's
Okay.
several pages out there that are designed just for this type of intimate
Hmm.
touring. They have all the bells and whistles where people can subscribe and everything like that. But it affords you to tell your fans, look, I'm going to come on, and you can literally be like, explain the song, and then you can say, well, I'm going to take questions. Okay, I see from Bud Tussle, Baton Rouge, I see you got a question. Lonnie, is that a tan, or am I really black? Something like that.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, the more organic it is, like if
Hmm.
your kids walk through and say, "Hold on, Daddy, now you missed that note." All of the fun things of being who you are,
Hmm.
from being a pastor to whatever, um, will grow your fan
It
base,
resonates with
because
people.
people, you're creating your own residence right from your
Mm.
space of worship.
I I love it, man. I love it. That's golden. I'm that's definitely me. I always like I'm in the studio now. I'm
Yeah,
sitting at the piano right
Right.
now. And this is home for me. And
yeah.
so we create a lot in here. That's definitely something that we're going to do. I love it. Like that's a
He said
great
he's
And,
idea,
sitting at the
man.
piano
and
right
that's
now.
why reality
Yeah,
TV is so
Hmm.
so
yeah,
big, because people want to see how the artist really is. How what do
yeah,
they do in their daily lives? Because
yeah,
people live through other people for the most part.
yeah,
And in understanding this, and with reality TV came about as a response when there was a writer's strike,
Hmm.
and they had no more content,
Right.
and so basically they brought on reality TV so they could do it unscripted.
Yep.
Now all of reality TV is scripted because the writers are back and they're scripting everything.
Hmm.
But that's why people are going to social media and the internet because that's still unscripted. You know what I'm saying? So as you
mm,
begin to build your social media platform and you begin to be unscripted,
Your
this the
branding.
conversation that you had here today. Everybody want to know about your 18-year-old. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? And they also want to talk to you about your DM. You know what I'm saying? I think some folks gonna be like, "What's his contact information?" I got a sweet potato pie that would knock him off his feet.
But
You know,
we rebuke you, spirits of Jezebel. This is a man of God.
that was his anointed saved voice.
That's, yeah, I change voice
Yeah, when you
when
get
I get
special.
anointed. Yeah.
So we just want to encourage you. We're your brothers on the West Coast.
Yes. Yes.
We're very excited about you. Brett is doing an amazing
Yes.
job.
Brett and Neely.
Yeah,
We
And
love them.
Neely, they're doing a great job. And
Yes.
we want you to let people know how they can find you, how they can contact you. Then we're gonna have you introduce your song. We're gonna rock it for the people.
yes, sir. Well, you can, of course, you can find me on IG, Instagram at John Z Songs, JohnZSongs. Facebook, John's Music with the Z, JohnZ Music. You can go to my website, www.johnzmusic.net, and just look me up. Follow the page, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. The music is all on all digital platforms. It's everywhere. It's Trouble by John Howard. It's been doing really well. God has been really blessing it. This song has been moving more than any other song that we've ever put out, and so we're
Amen.
excited about what God is doing. But yeah, look me up. God is doing some awesome things. We got an album coming out, Life After Death, that I think is
Mhm.
going to be a blessing to so many.
Amen.
Yeah, so Trouble. Thank you, man. Yeah.
Here we go. This is Trouble by John Howard, right here on GOD Radio 1.
.com.